Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sport. Here's the starting group for Houston. The pairing up front, Smith and Şengün. White is out there with Jalen Green. And it's Black in at the 3 slot. And for Chicago, Skinny is out there with Kobe White. And it's Vucevic. Then there's Lights Out. And it's Dean in at the power forward. Clark, everyone's so excited to see how this game plays out. Us included, with 2 top teams battling it out.
Major star power on both sides of the ball. Fans are excited to see these guys get after it. It's really a bit of a clash of the Titans, Kevin.
Here's Black. Rebound by the Bulls. White down low, working on Smith. Rebound by Smith. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Hornets. Wright outside. He kicks it to Smith. From outside, off the mark. Lee outside. To the middle. Here's Dean. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
Now, here's Green. His last outing, 16 points for him. Yep, that one goes in there.
Green, because of his creativity and athleticism, carving up the defense with ease.
White against Smith. Now here's White. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time.
Lee up top, guarded by Green. Vucevic. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively. And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Houston, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Wright with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. The fader. Another miss by Houston.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
So if you look at the Rockets' struggles, Clark, over the last few seasons, what stands out to you?
Well, I think it starts at the defensive end of the floor, Kevin. I mean, a team is not going to make noise in the NBA if they don't defend consistently. I'm sure improving on D is a focus this season.
Good.
Converting through contact. Şengün has that kind of strength to make that happen.
The Bulls leading by 3. Poke loose. Here's Black. He's just been too hard to handle at the offensive end. His scoring average is just under 34 points a game. Here's Smith. Vucevic against Şengün. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. So a moment now to see the story for Jalen Green. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Andrews passes to Dean. There's White. It's Chicago with another bucket.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Pass to Black. It's blocked. And they'll get another chance. And it's Wright missing. The Bulls leading by 5. White with it. Now Green defending. And it's White missing.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
High post, Şengün. White's there. Now here's Green, covered by Lee. From down in the low post, it goes.
I don't think Green knows how to slow down or back off. I mean, even with the defense right in his face, he's going right at it inside.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
Yeah, for sure. Neither team a big-time contender in their respective conferences, but when the teams are fairly evenly matched, it can still be entertaining basketball.
Here's Wright. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, Green. Here's the pass to Şengün. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wright, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Lee passes to Dean, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
A sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Here's Black. Last game we saw him score 32. And here's Green outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Green's got 7 points.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Here's the kid. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Green. Sweet little floater. 9 points in the game so far.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
Here's Andrews, guarded by Wright. Out to White. And he gets it to go from the corner. White's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Pass to Smith. Here's Black. Nothing on the board. And Green gets it to go.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And stolen by Wright. Passes it to Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Green's activity on offense is something I really appreciate. Because of that, I think he makes the defense typically commit fouls.
Something I like about Jalen Green, that ability to go vertical and just adjust midair.
We call that great body control, partner, and you've seen guys over your time around the league where that's a special gift, and it really can make it hard for defenders. Green is excellent using that body and athleticism.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Here in the middle of the season, injuries can certainly pile up, Greg. How does a team hold it together when it's missing important pieces?
Kevin, it's all about communication and being ready to step up. As long as you keep working as a unit, you can cover for missing bodies.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Right, the pass to Dean. Lee outside for 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Şengün. Now here's Wright. Defense is right there, and they take the lead.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Andrews. His last outing, he had 24 points.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
It's time for Easter.
Chance to check out numbers for Black. Just an incredible month of basketball. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy. And everyone else knows it as well. Right outside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
First personal foul.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Houston.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Free throw drops for Wright. Bulls trail by 3. To the inside. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
No higher percentage shot than that, guys. You love seeing Vucevic finish at the rim like that. Excellent aggressiveness there.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him. 3 shots.
That free throw from Lee is good. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The pass to Black. High post shot. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 2.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
So for the Bulls, money's checked in for the kid. Dosunmu comes in for Lee. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Kobe White. Now Ball. 9-point game his last outing. Pass to Andrews. Here's Money. Shot clock at 6. Over right. Here's Vucevic, and the layup is good. Vucevic has got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
Establish his position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Passes it to Dosunmu. Down low, here's Vucevic, and it's blocked. To the paint, here's Green. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Now it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And it's Ball penetrating. It's rebounded by Houston. And here is Green. He's got 15.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Şengün. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Assist from
1:51 left to play in the first. Here's Andrews. He's got 5. Halt the run, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Bulls have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
First free throw is good. Thompson, he's checked in for Jalen Green. Both good from the line that time. Here's Wright. 5 points in the game. There's a minute 34 left here in the opening quarter. Smith kicks to Wright. Inside, here's Şengün. Basket good. Şengün's got 8 points.
At home in the paint. Alperen Şengün has great footwork.
Andrews passes to Money. The pass to Dosunmu. Here's Money. Right side, ball. And again, no good by Chicago. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 7-point differential. And he banks in the layup. 5 points in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Andrews. He has 7. Ball, the pass to Money. And he gets the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Adams, he's checked in for the Rockets.
For the Rockets, Steven Adams.
.29 seconds left in the first. Here's Ball. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Ball really has what I call rush hour handles. He can go where he wants to with the ball, even against pressure. Really good at maneuvering through defenses.
Out to Thompson. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Houston.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Here's Dosunmu. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for the Rockets. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll return shortly. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Rockets leading by 8. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Adams. Hyde is out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Black in at the small 4. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you very much. Jalen Green is trying to reach his potential as a star in this league. He says, things are starting to slow down for me. I'm recognizing the game a lot more and understanding what my role is. I'm locked in, and hopefully I'll give my team a chance to win and just take my game to another level, becoming a lot more efficient and aggressive. Kevin, back to you.
All right. Thanks, D.A. Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Smith checked in for Adams. Thompson comes in for Black. And Jalen Green subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Now here's Lee. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
Pass to Thompson, shoots the 3. And Lee pulls it down. Bulls trail by 6. Outside, White. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Money passes to Dosunmu. Shot clock at 5. Lee outside. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. That one on Thompson.
Amen.
Chicago shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 1, Lee.
Coaches say, GA, the league has a problem when it's punishing the retaliators and not the instigators. Do they have a point?
Kevin, I think so. But for any scuffle, it's worth asking who started it. And that's what we do in life normally, right?
Pass to White. To the inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Nikola Vucevic.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
Right. And he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Wright. And so he hits both. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Heat in Miami. To the middle. Counted, and the Houston lead's been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Dosunmu.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And you can argue this is White at his best, just an absolute terror in transition.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Here come the T-shirts. Let's hear it, fans.
Moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
And you look at the chosen one. He has a huge vote total right now. Number 3, in fact, among Western Conference players.
And looking more and more like he'll be a starter. And that's really a tribute to the work he's put in this season. He's earned each and every one of those votes.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Going to be a fantastic weekend. Nice shot by Smith.
Not letting anything stop his shot there. Smith, pure desire on display.
Clark, one benefit that Jabari Smith has had in his career is the wisdom from his dad. He has learned a lot.
No wisdom like a father's wisdom, particularly when a dad has traveled the road that his son is traveling. In the NBA, I'm sure his dad learned a ton in his experience that he has passed on to Jabari Smith Jr. in a way that's benefited the younger Smith.
Now here's White, coming off 31 points last game. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Money.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
On the wing, Green, covered by Lee. The turnaround jumper, Şengün controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is what Şengün brings this team, the ability to turn misses into makes, doing the dirty work down low.
Now here's White. He's got 6. It's taken away by Smith. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. And the dunk by Wright.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here's White. Pass to Lee. Over Thompson. No good from Lee. As Thompson with the ball, he'll bring it up for Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Green, the pass to Wright. Smith for 3. Good on the triple. Smith's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets.
Plays the 4, but he can really shoot it from deep. And when he lets it fly, that shows you the confidence he has in that shot.
Here's Lee, and he makes that one. Lee's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Bounce pass from Wright. Thompson inside. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And Thompson letting his athleticism. He was bumped.
Lee with the ball. 13 points in the game. They grabbed their own miss. Dean up and in on the layup. The kid's got 8 points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Wright outside. And the dunk by Wright.
Good read from Green there. Getting better at sensing when his teammates are wide open and need the ball.
Chicago calls timeout. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed and got it done.
It's been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Taking a look at Chicago, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat.
And looking at Chicago, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Yes, that goes in.
When it's Green making plays for others, that's a really good sign for this squad.
Thompson against Lee. Right side, White. And there's the pass to Money. And here is Lee. Hands it from downtown. Lee's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Bulls.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Now here's Green. 15 points in the game. And right, here we go. Oh, that's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. So for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for money. Kevin Huerter comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Skinny in for White. The Rockets also changing it up. Tari Eason's checked in for Smith. Black comes in for Thompson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Jalen Green. Clock at 6. Şengün finds Eason. And here's VanVleet from the arc. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Now Huerter. There's the three. And Wright pulls it down.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
Could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Andrews. Again, Chicago.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
VanVleet can't get it to go.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
He lobs it up.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Rockets lead by 6.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Lee. The Rockets pull it in. His 5th rebound right now in the game. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. You look at Lee, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, the chosen one spot ahead of him. Another guy that's having a great scoring season.
Obviously, 2 of the hottest young players in the league right now, guys. I mean, starting to demonstrate the kind of offensive firepower that they can bring to the table.
Well, he's been totally unstoppable over the past 10 games. It feels like these 2 young men can score anytime they want to.
And so VanVleet nails both of them.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And that one's good. Andrews. Skinny's got 12.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game. But he's turned it on here in the second.
And Wright kicks to VanVleet. Here's Şengün. And the shot goes down. 14 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Oh, my goodness! Come on now.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Let's go. Chicago grabs the miss. The Kids got rebound number 8 now on the night. Lee left side. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Vucevic.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Here's Lee. The Rockets pull it in.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Black kicks to right. Van Vliet outside. Count that one. Van Vliet's got 4 this quarter.
And just wanting it more. Van Vliet taking those 2 points. Love how he competes.
Andrews passes to Lee. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Pass to Black. From deep. And they get it back. Here's Van Vliet. Makes it off the glass. Van Vliet's got 6.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And that one's good. Andrews.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. Their three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
Passes it to Eason. Van Vliet outside. 6 to shoot. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lee, that's good. Lee's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often,
the end of the first half with
it's not a pattern.
The Bulls
Characteristic.
69.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets ahead, leading by just 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what was your impression?
Most of the damage they're doing is in the paint. They've made a concerted effort to work the ball inside, create high percentage looks. And that could open up the perimeter for them in the second half, with the D worried about the postgame.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, they need to turn the heat up on D. Too often we saw them back on the hill, not dictating the pace. They allowed a shooting percentage in the high 50s. Remind me of my free throw percentage, the high 50s. Come on, guys.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Get out there with Vucevic, then it's White, and there's Skinny, and it's Lee in at the small forward position. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Chicago trailing here. Here's Andrews. Kicks to White. Here's the kid. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good. Andrews. Skinny's got the first field goal of the second half for the Bulls. White, the pass to Şengün. Down low, here's Black, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Şengün. His game isn't all about power.
Here's White. Off target there with the little leaner.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the leaner's probably not the best option on that shot. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their four leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Right outside. Pass to Şengün. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Bulls trail by 5. And here's White. He's got 6. Andrews, no good. Smith against White. Smith, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Right side, White. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And White is looking to make things happen out there. If he has to get physical in the process, that is not going to be a problem.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And both free throws good for White. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. The Rockets have brought in Ime Udoka to help their team become a winner. Ime said, "We have a lot of guys that have a chip on their shoulder. Those are the types I look for. And from there, we want to cultivate that into team success. That's the job of a coach, to push that and get that out of them." Kevin?
It is. Good thought. All right, David, thank you. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
All right, a chance to see some stats for Wright. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's right around 17 points a night, 12 assists, and over 2.5 steals. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Black. Drills the three-pointer. Black's got 5 points now this quarter.
No matter what the circumstance, he seems very comfortable letting it fly.
Lee goes in. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Şengün against Vucevic.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
He had a nice open look right there. White's got 11 points.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Bounce pass from Wright. Here's Black. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
First team foul.
Rockets have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
Free throw drops for Wright. And so Wright nails both of them. Bulls have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Andrews. Oh, he just jams it right over Şengün. Wow! This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Green. Battles through traffic and lays it in. He's got 17.
Able to score from anywhere on the court. Green can hurt you in myriad ways, and his game is only growing.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. You got to like what Little General has done in this game.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
And make some noise!
Sumu, he's checked in for the Bulls. Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. White with it. 11 points in the game. Andrews passes to Dosunmu. From the top of the key. No good from Lee. Houston in the lead. And the pass to Thompson. Back to Şengün. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Smart move by Şengün, sticking with the shot through the foul inside.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
Now, here's Dosunmu. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Lee in the posts, guarded by Wright. No good from Lee.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Bulls trail by 3. Here's Dosunmu. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Green. Şengün gets to Wright. Back to Şengün. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
White the pass to Dean. Here's Andrews, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. He's perfect from the line this time.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Pass to the kid. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Passes to Andrews. And at last, they get one to fall. 24 points for Skinny. Lee against Green. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Andrews. The shot's good. Skinny's got 11 points here in just the second half.
You know, with his handles, he excels at tricking up the defense and getting the good looks he wants.
To the paint, here's Black. Again, the Rockets score.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
White against Green. Here's Andrews. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Houston leading by 3. Here's Şengün. Got it. Good job in the low post. Şengün's got 22 points.
Making strides on that end of the floor. Şengün showing what he can do as a scorer.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls Youth Dance Team.
I had a chance to look at some stats for Skinny. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's averaging 28 points, 10 assists, and almost 2.5 steals. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
They get it again.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Rocket 6 deflects the pass. Thompson inside the line. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got rebound number 8 now on the night. tries from 16. Goes back up. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Go Sumu.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Right, the pass to Black. Şengün trying to free himself up. And a dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Rockets leading by 3. Now, Wright. He's got 21. Thompson outside. The dish to Black. That's good from 17 feet away. Black's got 17 now.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
White inside. He's against Green. They recover it. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to
rebound by the Kid. The Kid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Dosunmu. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
And, fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
And it's tied up with that one. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Van Fleet.
2 minutes.
Adams trying to free himself up. Out to Thompson. Drives to the hoop. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 7 points in the game.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Here's White. It's hauled in by Adams.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm. Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Lets it go from 11 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And Thompson gets it to go.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Thompson outside. All alone. Good on the jump shot. Thompson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. It's good on the putback.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
A nice shot by Black. Black's got 19 points.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
8 seconds left to play here in the third. done it, and the foul. And Van Vliet picks one up.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit. And still was able to finish.
Şengün, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Rockets. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So on the floor for Houston, Dylan Brooks out there with Fred Van Vliet. Then there's Black. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Thompson in at the three, the small forward.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Puts it up from 15. The Rockets pull it in. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Van Vliet. D right on him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Vucevic.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. Can't do much better than that, guys.
First one falls for him. The kid, he's checked in for money. And so Van Vliet nails both of them. Bulls trail by 6. And here's White. There's the pass to Andrews. And the kid picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Houston leading by 6. Van Vliet with it. Thompson outside. The 10-footer. Black in the post. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Chicago has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Andrews passes to Vucevic. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
How about the concentration level of Vucevic? I mean, we often overlook that, but just keeping his hands steady on the shot attempts, even while getting bumped and roughed up a bit.
Brooks outside. Here's Black out to Brooks. Back to Black. Good on the shot. 21 points for the chosen one.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
The officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Nikola Vucevic.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
And, you know, very quietly, Vucevic puts up phenomenal numbers consistently. A nightly double-double threat who, bullies opposing defenses on the regular.
Lee's checked in for the Bulls. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
To the inside, got a piece of it. Lee with the steal. Here's Andrews, covered by Van Vliet. Andrews, no good.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jump.
Ball's knocked loose. Inside. Just 4 to shoot. And Adams kicks to Van Vliet. That's tipped. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Some changes for Chicago. Money's checked in for Vucevic. Dosunmu comes in for Kobe White. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Skinny. Off the inbound. Bank shot. No good. For Chicago, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. That's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. Black kicks to Van Vliet. And Paul with the block.
Ball size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
Pass to Money. To the wing right side. Dosunmu knocks down the 3-ball. And the Bulls lead by 1. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
Ball against Van Vliet. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
I love his ability to carry his team for long stretches in games. And we're right now in one of those stretches. He's been doing this for a couple of games in a row now, so he's rolling.
Brooks outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Friday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Detroit. They'll take on the Pistons. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it. And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Now here's Van Vliet. Passes it to Black. Can they get it? Connects from three-point range.
For 3.
Black's got 24 points. Here's Ball. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Kobe White, he's checked in for the Bulls. Skinny comes in for Lonzo Ball. Here's Andrews. Pass to Dean. It's White on the wing. And the Bulls tack on two more.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Van Vliet outside. Goes up at the stripe, and it goes down 2 points. Van Vliet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Van Vliet has the stroke to shoot from anywhere, even mid-range, when he has to.
Here's Andrews, covered by Van Vliet, and there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his fifth foul.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
Dosunmu, the pass to White. 6 to shoot.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Here's Black. Rebound by the Bulls. Lee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Back the pass to Thompson. Bucket is good. Now just a 3-point Chicago lead.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other. It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
The pass to Black. There's the triple. And falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one. Now Chicago's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now here's Lee. He's guarded closely. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
They get the rebound. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Out to Brooks. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. Brooks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
If you're the D, you live with that. Brooks just sinking a very difficult.
Look out!
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Here's Andrews. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Back to Black to tie it up. Rebound by the Bulls.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Well, White has quickly developed great floor vision. Doesn't miss the wide open man.
Van Vliet gets to Black. Rebound by the Kid. The Kid's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Lee passes to Dean, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
timeout called, the Rockets. It's been quite a game for Skinny.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, the kid.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. Now, Coach talked all about fouls in that huddle. He reminded them, play defense with our feet. Beat them to the spots. Hands straight up. Don't give them a chance to blow the whistle on us. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
Kobe White.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for White. And so he makes both from the line. Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Black to the paint. Here's Şengün. It's over Vucevic. 18 that time from Vucevic.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Van Vliet against Lee. Pass to the kid. That shot is off. Smith with some nice D. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Şengün with the bucket.
When the stakes rise, you need guys who will step up and rise with it. Nice play by Şengün.
Passes it to Lee. Fade away, and they pick up 2. Lee's got 32 points.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that.
Van Vliet looking around. Here's Şengün. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Bulls leading by 7. Down low, here's Lee, and the layup's good off the glass. Lee's got 10 points in just the second half.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Offensive rebound. Şengün. Nice work on the board. Paying off with the basket.
Love when Şengün looks to score, especially from the interior.
Here's Andrews, covered by Van Vliet.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Back to Şengün. Great D that time from Vucevic. Lets the three fly. Hits it from three-point range.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Good on the three-point shot.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Here's Andrews, covered by Van Vliet. So the Bulls win it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.